Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. Today we have the Road Warriors, the life and death of the most dominant tag team in wrestling history. This is a 2-disc DVD review, and this one was actually released in like 2005. So it's an older set that probably a lot of people don't know about. Got about a 6-hour runtime over 2 discs, and this was a suggestion from a subscriber, so thank you very much. Keep sending in those suggestions, guys. If there's something I haven't gotten to, just drop a comment down below, and I'll be sure to put it in queue, and eventually I'll be getting to a lot of the suggestions. So yeah, it's very sad, looking back on this DVD, that at the time Animal had passed away, maybe about a year or so ago now. And they did the Dark Side of the Ring episode, and Hawk, he had passed away at the time of this release in 2005. So it's a very emotional DVD to go back and watch. It's a very good documentary. There's a lot of matches and moments and very cool things on this set. So we got our disc artwork, very similar to the cover. The only thing I didn't like is that switching through menus, it plays the theme music where Hawk does the What a Rush thing, and that could be pretty entertaining if you do it over and over again. Disc 2, very similar. So a lot of cool stuff on this one. We got History's Most Feared Tag Team returns. These guys pretty much done it all. They were known for becoming one of the only teams to win the AWA, the NWA, WCW, WWE tag team championships. They were really big stars. Pretty much were in the ring with pretty much everybody. So this includes matches from Georgia in 83 up to WWE Raw in 1997. We got exclusive commentary, a Hawk tribute, promos, interviews, music videos, and loads more. So very cool artwork. This documentary, I believe it goes, about 90 minutes to 2 hours, something like this. It's fairly lengthy, and this is, one of those sets you definitely want to get your hands on. Nice insert. Love the artwork here, the shoulder pads. You got, just different artwork going along. So yeah, these guys go up from growing up the gym, which was a famous gym there in, I believe, Minnesota. A lot of these guys were from Minnesota and the Minneapolis area, and they were good friends with the guys from Demolition, Barry Darsow and Bill Eadie, and Mr. Perfect, Rick Rude. So a lot of these guys were very good friends. And then they were also good friends with guys like Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair. So they go from bouncing and training, coming up with their look in Georgia, coming with Paul Ellering, the AWA, some of their different opponents, the Fabulous Freebirds, Fabulous Ones, the Koloffs, Crockett Cup, and then they just go on through different interviews, Midnight Express, the Four Horsemen, Dusty Rhodes, going to their WWE stuff, creating their legacy, the Road Warrior Pop, SummerSlam 92, Hawk and Animal split, LOD 2000, draws, and Hawk getting help, the end of the Road Warriors. It's quite extensive documentary, and the stuff they talk about. It's very enjoyable. Hawk and or Animal was a very good storyteller. They got a lot of good stuff going on here. Paul Ellering too. Very underrated. Extras on disc 1. We got a matches from NWA Georgia versus Joe Youngblood and Randy Barber. And then we got versus Arn Anderson and Paul Jones. We got wrestling at the Omni versus Texas Tornado match versus the Briscoe brothers. Got some of that exclusive commentary. And then match versus Mike Jackson and Stone. We got a AWA All-Star Wrestling, Baron Von Raschke and the Crusher. Back to Georgia, All-Star Wrestling. These are more like promos. So I liked how they kind of formatted this DVD set with the, matches and promos and different things like that. Their DVDs and match compilations were so awesome back in this era of, the mid 2000s, 5, 6, 2007. You would get, ton of matches, ton of promos. That Dusty Rhodes DVD is so awesome, and so is this one. So we got ESPN Wrestling, stuff from World Championship Wrestling in '89, Wrestle War 1990. We got Brutus Beefcake's Barbershop Wrestling Challenge. We got Rumble 92, In Your House DX, and then we get into some of the Hawk tributes, 1 and 2 from 2003. The Trophy Room, very cool. Seeing some of those old tag team titles and things like that. That's some of the stuff I really like. Seeing trophies and old championships and things like that. I love that stuff. We got Paul Ellering, Michael Hayes, and Road Warriors music video. Then disc 2, more matches. We got All-Star Wrestling versus Larry the Axe and Kurt Hennig. We got Super Clash, AWA Tag Title match versus the Fabulous Freebirds. Got the Jim Crockett Senior Memorial Tag Team Tournament, 1986 versus Magnum TA and Ron Garvin. I believe that was the first annual Crockett Cup. Got the Bash 86 with the Russian Chain match versus Ivan and Nikita. We got the Scaffold match versus the Midnights. Starrcade 87 versus Arn and Tully. Match in New Orleans versus the Midnights. We got Wrestling Challenge versus Demolition. WrestleFest versus the Hart Foundation. A match at the Tokyo Egg Dome versus Hogan and Tenryu. SummerSlam 91 versus the Nasty Boys. And then SummerSlam 92 versus Money Inc. We got Super Brawl in 96 versus Sting and Luger. And then Raw in 97 versus the Godwins. So like I said, these guys pretty much wrestled all over. Their stuff in Georgia, AWA, New Japan, WCW, WWE, they pretty much done it all. And I think that's really why the Dudley Boys get so close to being the top tag team like the Road Warriors were. It's because of their accolades and traveling the world, winning championships, being dominant for the length of time they were. That was close to a dozen years there where the Road Warriors were the tag team to beat. So this is a really good DVD set. Let me know your thoughts on this, guys. As always, comment down below some of your favorite Road Warriors matches and moments. And some of mine are from the WWE, those SummerSlam stuff with SummerSlam 92, riding in on the Harleys. That was probably my favorite moment. Winning the tag titles. There's stuff in WCW, it was it was really good. You know, they were really dominant. Those Road Warrior pups were just insane. And you know, let me know your thoughts. If you have any suggestions, any other video ideas, comment down below. And we'll talk to you later. Peace.